I'm Colin Espeseth. I teach maths and further maths, and if you choose further maths, you will have me. But I will share with you a little PowerPoint I've got here, and yeah. So what's A-level further maths? We'll start with that. We do AQA at Chichester College, but the teacher on the course is myself, and so you'll have me, and we will. You'll see me a lot if you have me both for maths and further maths, but that's okay. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. We'll see. But so what is further maths in the first place? One of the key things to consider, first of all, which is a basic one, is that it is an additional A level on top of maths. So you have to take maths in order to take further maths, and that would count as two of your choices for A levels. And in that instance, it's designed to stretch and challenge mathematicians and kind of specialize them and prepare them for highly technical and scientific subjects, or highly quantitative or analytical ones. So it's specializing in becoming a mathematician if you're going to choose further maths. Okay. As choices go, it's certainly not one of the most popular ones with the core subjects. Like these ones are more common, like the maths you can see is number one. And a lot of these ones up at the top here are non-specialist ones. You get a few of them down here, like politics is probably the, and maybe you could consider economics one, but economics is still a bit of an all-rounder, but maybe that's the highest specialist course, that in business, I imagine. Whereas all of these ones up at the top are going to be kind of more all-rounder courses. Further maths ranks quite high though in the specialist type courses. So above law and RE, so you're going to have a smaller class size because of that, and that's okay though, because you want a tight group of people who are all in it together and kind of think the same. So further maths is a specialist one. Why would you study further maths? If it's a whole other level, why would you pick it? It's very stimulating and challenging. You are going to get stretched mathematically beyond a lot of where the rest of the world is at your age. So you become one of the most capable mathematicians for your age by the end of further maths. So a lot of the things you learn in further maths, other people only see at university, and if at all, right? There's things that you'll learn that other people will go through a whole university degree and never see. So it is quite challenging. The idea is it develops specialized employability skills, lots of problem solving, logical reasoning, and kind of group communication and resilience is the thing. Because it's challenging, you really develop this kind of tough as nails mental discipline to get through it, which is a very good employability skill. It helps you specialize for such careers as engineering, programmers, physicists, mathematicians, economics analysts, business analysts, and other highly technical careers like that. So it's taking another step towards becoming a professional in that field. Okay, it's a highly sought after one. If you can get a good grade in further maths, it's very impressive to universities and employers alike. It usually leads to highly academic and sophisticated qualifications. There's a lot of people who will go on to past the bachelor's degree who are kind of already thinking like this into PhDs and masters at university as well. But it's not required, of course. But those are courses that you would also be looking at if you started with further maths. What sort of careers are we talking about that we're headed towards with this? In STEM subjects in general, there's a huge shortage of people in the workforce, so they need highly technical people these days. Further maths has some direct links to some of these other ones, like networking. There's a lot of things going on in medicine and the NHS and just sort of population studies where tracking and trace, the track and trace program that apps are using, that sort of stuff, all of this is linking together, and a lot of it has networking and highly sophisticated maths at its core, kind of that goes hand in hand with programming as well. So you get kind of a training in all of these things. But so loads of medical applications, there's games design and coding kind of thing, and lots of things that go with that. Financial cryptography is a huge one, where lots of people in internet security are they're recruiting heavily for those sections. Programming, communications, economics is a big one as well, where you are analyzing market trends and trying to study this one of the most complicated systems ever invented is the markets these days. So you need high-level maths to be at the top in those sectors. Other ones, loads of engineering applications, right? Loads of engineers go through and take further maths. And one of the jokes is that if you didn't do further maths and then you go into engineering, you quickly find somebody who has done further maths in university and become their friend, because they've been through a lot of the maths that you're going to see really quickly again for engineering. Other things, loads of science is going to use further mathematical kind of methods and techniques in there. Things like quantum physics, astronomy, forensics, population, diseases, tracking, all that sort of stuff, very relevant today, of course. During lockdown, we've got DNA sequencing, all sorts of stuff, right? Loads of careers that use maths there.